Hello students, my name is Dr. Alden Bass and I'll be your instructor for this winter course, Theology, Technology, and Digital Age. My name is Dr. Alden Bass and I'll be your instructor for this winter course, Theology, Technology, and Digital Culture. It may seem a little early to begin thinking about this course because some of you are still wrapping up your fall semester courses, but this course will open up on November 20th, which is the Monday before Thanksgiving break. So I wanted to go ahead and give you a heads up about what's to come because it's just a week until we begin this course. Not a lot of breathing room between the fall semester and the beginning of this winter term. I want to give you some idea of what you can expect in this course and also let you know about the books that you'll need to have in hand when the course begins. Also to give you some logistics around the holidays. The first thing is there are two books that are required for this course. They've both been put into the bookstore. I don't know for sure if they have them or not, but you can either get them at the bookstore this week or you can just order them on Amazon. They're both easy to find. The first is this From the Garden to the City by John Dyer. And the second is called Restless Devices by Felicia Wu Song. The complete bibliographic information for both of these can be found on the syllabus, which is available on the Blackboard site. So I encourage you to go ahead and look. All the information that I'm going to give to you is on that syllabus, and you can go ahead and get a heads up about what's going on. So let me give you the logistics, and then I'll tell you what to expect in the course from day to day. So this course runs from November 20th through December 5th, which is a Tuesday. What this means is it's a 3-week course, but we have 2 days off for Thanksgiving holiday. So we have Thursday and Friday of Thanksgiving off, which means you'll have to pick up that Monday and Tuesday, the first full week in December. That's December 4th and 5th. So that's why this course is not quite as tidy as it normally would be. And we'll work around that in the Blackboard. But you'll notice everything is week 1, week 2, week 3. Actually, we bleed over into a 4th week because we missed those 2 days for the holiday. So, and you will have those 2 days off. I won't expect you to do any work on that Thursday and Friday unless you just want to get ahead. It'll be available to you. This is a course about technology and what the Bible has to say about technology, how it fits into the biblical story. And so the first week, we'll be thinking about some definitions. What is technology? What's the history of technology? We'll be thinking about how it fits into the biblical story. It's not obvious because there's not a section of the Bible which says, here's how to think about the internet, or here's how to think about contemporary tools. So we have to do a little bit of work to think about where technology fits as part of human culture. And we'll do that largely with that book by John Dyer. Second week, we will get into some specific issues around technologies. We'll look at some terms like media ecology and the device paradigm. And these are things that philosophers of technology use to help them make sense of our contemporary world. We'll also look at some alternative stories to the role of technology in human society, specifically transhumanism and posthumanism, both of which essentially look to technology as a kind of salvation. So we'll look at those as alternatives to the biblical story, or kind of counter-narrative. And then in our last week, we'll really turn to social media and really the technologies that we interact with on a more daily basis. And we'll think about the spiritual dimensions of how those technologies shape us as practices. And we'll work on developing some counter practices or counter liturgies, which may help us combat the worst effects of this on our spiritual lives. So that's a broad overview of the 3 weeks of the course. What you can expect every day. 3 things every day. One is there'll be readings every day, a chapter or two. Most all of it will come from those 2 books. Occasionally I might throw something else in. I may also give you some videos to help illustrate something from the chapter or just something to follow up on. There'll be a quiz, which is based on the readings. And so what you should do is you should just read along in your book, have the quiz open on your laptop, and just think about the quiz as a reading guide. So the quiz really isn't testing you on your knowledge. It's just making sure that you're following along with the chapter and picking up on the important terms. Also, every day you'll have a post on the discussion board. This is just some larger reflection, and this is also the way we're building community in our course, because it's not face-to-face, it is online. And the way that's set up is it's kind of a chain. So each day you'll write your post, you'll post it that day, but then you'll begin the next day by reading other people's posts and making a couple of comments. So that way you're reviewing the previous day, you're engaging with your peers, and that sets you up for what's to come on the following day. So you'll see a little bit more information about that in the syllabus. The two bigger assignments for the course, one of them is spread out over the 3 weeks, and this is coming from the Restless Devices book. And actually all of that, the assignment is here in the book. It's already fully described. Each week you will practice, you'll engage in a practice. So for instance, in the first week, we're going to practice a technology fast for 24 hours. And then you'll write a short one-page double-space reflection on what that was like. Week 2, you'll do something similar. You'll actually just follow closely the way that you use certain technologies, kind of like journaling that. You'll write a reflection on that. And then in week 3, you'll actually, you have a few options, but you'll create some alternative practices which give us maybe a healthier perspective on our technology usage. So those are just going to be, in each case, a one-page reflection on a certain practice that you're doing, describing your experience with that practice. And then at the end of the course, I'll ask you to write a 4 to 5 page essay reflecting on some specific technology in light of the biblical story. And that assignment is coming out of the John Dyer book. It's described in the appendix. And you'll just choose a technology, AI, Bitcoin, CRISPR, some big new technology, and you'll analyze it in light of the biblical story: creation, fall, redemption, restoration. And there's some specific questions that you'll ask for that. So that won't really involve any extra research. I'll try to provide the materials that you need, since you won't have access to the library. But the main thing will be for you to use your skills to assess a particular technology. So that's the course. It is an intensive course because it's only 3 weeks, and we're cramming a whole semester into 3 weeks, which means you should set aside a couple or 3 hours a day to work on your course. You could probably get all the work done in 2 to 3 hours, but then you'll need to set aside a little extra time for the bigger assignments. I recommend that you find a place in your house, wherever you're staying over break, that you can just have a quiet place to work, and that you treat this just like you would any other schoolwork, where you go and you dedicate yourself, that you set off that time. You're not going to be able to complete the work if you just try to work it in to the rest of your schedule. So go ahead and start thinking about how you'll accomplish that. And again, go ahead and pick up these 2 books. You'll need them from day 1. On the syllabus, you will find my email address and my personal phone number. If you need anything, don't hesitate to email me, or you can text me, and I'll be available. Of course, if you're on campus this week, I'll be around and I can meet with you in person. I'm very happy to chat. Any questions or concerns, please let me know. I'm really excited about this class. I've taught a version of it once before, and the students really liked it. I learned a ton, and I think I'll learn even more this time around. So thanks for being part of this course, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.